Top 10 Must-Watch Anime of Funimation. There's a lot of anime streaming sites on the internet where you can watch your favorite shows whenever you want. One of those sites is Funimation, which keeps us up to date with lots of anime, old and new. So to help you decide on what to watch, these are our top 10 anime choices that you can binge on Funimation. Number 10. Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin Advent of the Red Comet. Mobile Suit Gundam is a massive franchise with dozens of shows spanning over several decades. With so many series, it's no surprise that a few might fall short of the mark sometimes. That's why our number 10 pick, Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin, is a diamond in the rough. The Origin is a remake of the first Gundam series and spans across 13 episodes and is made with a more modern animation style. It's a great way for both new fans to get stuck into the Gundam universe and for older fans to relive a classic from their childhood. If you don't know the anime, it's a series that is set in the future where two factions are at war with each other. To try and swing the tide of the war, one faction creates a giant mecha suit known as a Gundam, and then the rest, well, you'll just have to find out for yourself. Number 9. Yona of the Dawn. Many of us believe that the life of a princess is one filled with luxury and ease. And for Princess Yona, from the anime Yona of the Dawn, this is true. Sheltered from the problems of her seemingly peaceful kingdom of Koka, Yona lives her life blind to the true hardships that her citizens face. But when her father, the king, is suddenly murdered, Yona must venture out into her broken kingdom with her only friend and bodyguard to help guide her. With the dream of one day returning to claim her throne from the one who stole it, Yona must first find a way to restore the kingdom of Koka to its former glory, while raising it out of poverty, corruption, and strife that has befallen it. But can she do this before it's too late? This coming-of-age adventure anime is a great series if you're after a bit of an easy watch, with great characters and cool fights. Number 8. The Rising of Shield Hero. Even though it's a fairly new series, The Rising of Shield Hero is an anime that has received plenty of attention and popularity, despite only having one season so far. The series' protagonist is a dedicated university student called Naofumi. One day he is summoned to the fantasy world of Melromark to help defend it against an all-consuming evil. If that's not enough to convince you to watch it, the series takes a bit of a twist when Naofumi discovers that he's not the only one who has been summoned to help. In fact, there are 3 other heroes, and Naofumi is the weakest of them all. Betrayed from the very beginning, it's going to take a lot for this shield hero to gain the favor of the people of Melromark. But while popularity is the least of his problems, what with the waves of catastrophe quickly closing in on the kingdom, hopefully the misunderstood protagonist can prove that he's the hero that the people need. And if you end up getting through the first season, don't worry, as the second one's release has been announced for 2022. Kind of a problem here. If you guys don't like this video, Senpai won't notice me. Oh, phew. Thanks for clicking like. I'm sure he'll look at me now. Number 7. My Hero Academia. If you haven't heard of this series, then you might have been living under a rock, as My Hero Academia is one of this generation's biggest animes to date, set in a world where almost everyone has superpowers. The series tells the story of a young boy called Midoriya, or Deku for short, as he tries to become a hero despite not having any quirks like his peers. That is until he meets the number 1 hero in the world, All Might, who gives his powers to Deku and vows to train him. So far there are 5 seasons, all with long seasonal arcs that back up into each other, so you can seamlessly watch from season to season. And if you love fun and quirky characters mixed in with some great story arcs and epic battles, then you don't want to miss out on this anime. Because of how massive this show has become, it's definitely not going to be slowing down anytime soon, and we can almost definitely expect a 6th season to appear sometime in 2022. Number 6. Fruits Basket 2019. An anime for those who love slice-of-life romance series now, Fruits Basket fits this category to a T. Remade in 2019, the story revolves around an orphaned high school girl called Toru Honda. After losing both of her parents, she finds herself living in a tent on the Soma family estate. One day, a couple of members of the Soma family discover her secret and invite her to stay with them. Only they have a much bigger secret of their own. Toru discovers that when a member of the family becomes stressed, scared, or even hugged by the opposite sex, they turn into an animal from the zodiac calendar. Although it might seem like a quirky and fun series, and don't get me wrong, it certainly is, Fruits Basket also has some quite serious moments, as the characters try to work through their problems and feelings in order to better themselves and their situations. Number 5. Mob Psycho 100. From the creator of everyone's favorite Cape Baldy comes another awesome anime known as Mob Psycho 100. Whilst this anime doesn't necessarily receive as much hype as One Punch Man does, it certainly deserves to. Mob Psycho 100 is set in the world where telekinesis and evil spirits are fairly commonplace. However, Shigeo Mob Kageyama is a young boy with extraordinary psychic powers. The anime combines Mob's intense powers with a coming-of-age-like story, along with plenty of comedy to give us this unique series, which is almost too easy to fall in love with. And although it might lack the shonen-style fights, which many people love of course, it makes up for it with all the fascinating supernatural elements. If you love overpowered protagonists doing seemingly normal things, then this anime is for you. Number 4. Demon Slayer. If you haven't heard of Demon Slayer, then you are certainly missing out. Slated to be the best, newest anime so far, this series has everything. Demons, cool powers, great character development, and amazing animation. The story follows a young boy called Tanjiro, who arrives home one day to see that his entire family has been slaughtered by a demon, leaving only his little sister alive. Only she isn't truly alive, as she has been turned into a demon herself. Forced to come to terms with his new reality, Tanjiro sets out with his sister to become a demon slayer, in the hope that he will be able to find a cure for his sister. One of the most stunning animes around in terms of its animation style, Demon Slayer is truly a masterpiece that you don't want to miss. Number 3. Attack on Titan. Another big hitter in the anime world now is a great series for those who love a bit of horror. The story follows a young boy called Eren Yeager, who lives within 3 large walls with the rest of humanity in order to stay safe from the giant humanoid titans that want to eat them. But after one of the walls is destroyed and thousands of people are killed, Eren vows to one day kill every single titan and free himself from the confines of the wall. As the series goes on, the story delves deeper into politics of the wall and explores how humanity is the true evil. This is a series that doesn't pull its punches, and the death and gore can be a little intense. So if you're not a fan of that, maybe give this one a pass. But if you can make it past, the story is riveting and will definitely have you hooked. Number 2. Steins Gate. Time travel in anime can sometimes feel a bit overused, and maybe even downright boring if it's done poorly. But the anime, Steins Gate, manages to avoid these pitfalls and make it feel compelling and exciting. Following a self-proclaimed mad scientist called Rintaro Okabe, the series sees its main characters discovering time travel and then realizing all of the horrible things that can go wrong when it comes to being so careless with such a dangerous concept. Throughout the series, the characters are still interesting and not always likable, which gives them more depth and makes the series that much more fun to watch. It's also a much different anime to the usual shonen and slice-of-life ones out there, making it a must-watch for Funimation fans. Believe me, once you start, you won't be able to stop until the series is over. With so many anime on Funimation, here are a few honorable mentions that we couldn't fit on the list, but deserve to be acknowledged. Star Blazers, Code Geass, Lelouch of the Rebellion, Assassination Classroom, Golden Kamuy. And if you're liking our videos, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons for more. Considered by many to be the greatest anime of all time, FullMetal Alchemist Brotherhood is taking our top spot as the #1 anime to watch on Funimation. The story follows 2 brothers, Edward and Alphonse Elric, as they journey to become the 2 greatest alchemists in the world. Beset by a tragic accident early on in their lives, the 2 have to work together despite their physical setbacks. The characters throughout the series, both good and evil, are so well written and with fascinating backstories that will definitely stay with you. And by the time that it reaches its end, you'll feel as though you've completed the journey along with the brothers. This is one of the most rewarding anime out there, and one that you won't regret watching. The story will stay with you. We hope you enjoyed this video, anime fans. Let us know what your favorite Funimation anime is in the comments below. Don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons to keep up to date with all things Anime Dive, and we'll see you next time.